It turns out Xenogears was always a stepping stone for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius all along. Or was it really? Neilikka's Trustmaster reward is the Shrunk Bladder. Now that doesn't sound right. Regardless, the Shrunk Bladder is a two-handed lightning fist that boasts high attack, nice defense, and grants a powerful stone killer buff and lets your unit hit twice. Furthermore, when equipped onto Neilikka, the Shrunk Bladder also gives her 500 extra attack and a powerful machine killer passive. Her Super Trustmaster reward is not the Shrungest Bladder, but it is a set of light armor with very high attack. However, it can only be equipped onto units from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, but it does boost their limit burst gauge fill rate. Additionally, when equipped onto Neilikka, it gives her 500 extra attack and increases the damage modifier of Smart Straight Punch, which is very intelligent. Onto her active abilities. Arm Guard gives Neilikka a 75% general mitigation buff, fills her limit burst gauge by 1/5, and restores 450 MP. This is the first part of the sentence boosts Neilikka's attack by 300%, her lightning damage by 40%, and increases the damage modifier of Smart Straight Punch. Intellectual way to fight. It's the second part of that sentence, boosting Neilikka's limit burst damage by 200% and increasing its damage modifier. Smart Straight Punch boosts Neilikka's accuracy, then hits the enemy with a Smart Lightning Punch. Beat Up Chains of Bolting Strike. Furious Beatdown deals lightning damage that Chains of Bolting Strike and lowers lightning resistance by 120%. Passes. With her Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, Neilikka gains 500 attack. She has 5 strong killers, but for Best Against Stone, meets half the capped limit burst damage, and meets the maximum amount for limit burst regen. She prefers to carry a single weapon, meeting half the cap to the chain limit boost. Her normal attack has been changed to Intellectual Fighter, which does more damage against machines. At EX plus 2, she gets Warring Spirit 2. At EX plus 3, she gets 500 attack. Let's look at her limit burst. It inflicts a 25% Fist Imperil, lowers lightning resistance by 130%, deals lightning damage that partially ignores the enemy's defense, and strengthens the damage modifier of her Brave Shift's limit burst. Time to change forms. Neilikka's Brave Shift has a 4-turn duration and a 3-turn cooldown. Onto her active abilities. I wish this was a bladder gives her team a machine killer buff and a 50% physical mitigation buff against machines. Destroy phase can be used once per battle. It fills Neilikka's limit burst gauge, boosts her attack by 300%, and boosts her limit burst gauge fill rate by 200%. Fists of Heavy Machinery deals lightning damage that Chains of Bolting Strike and lowers lightning resistance by 120%. Passes. In this form, Neilikka increases the strength of the rest of her killers to match her best, but loses the limit burst regen in exchange. However, she does gain a lot more stats as well, including some chain boosts, and at the beginning of the battle she'll automatically activate Assault Phase, which increases the damage modifier of her Brave Shift's limit burst. Her normal attack has been changed to Thunder Fist Wygar, which deals lightning damage that Chains of Bolting Strike and fills her limit burst gauge by a small amount. Let's look at her limit burst. It deals damage that's strong against stones or machines. Let's rank Brave abilities. There's not much difference here, both just raise the damage modifier. Time to make a damage rotation. I'll assume you've got her Trustmaster reward equipped. On turn 1, cast Arm Guard. This is the intellectual way to fight. On turn 2, cast Arm Guard, Furious Beatdown, and Smart Straight Punch. On turn 3, cast Arm Guard, and double cast Beat Up. On turn 4, use her limit burst. On turn 5, activate her Brave Shift. Cast This is the intellectual way to fight, and Destroy phase. On turn 6, use her limit burst. If that's not a good idea, then double cast Fists of Heavy Machinery and cap with Smart Straight Punch. On turn 7, triple cast Fists of Heavy Machinery. On turn 8, say something smart again, and cast Fists of Heavy Machinery. From here you revert back, so repeat the rotation from here, staggering the buffs and debuffs as needed. So, EX2? Yeah, it's pretty effective. EX plus 2 not only gives her an instant limit burst, massively speeding up her rotation, but also gives her a Super Trustmaster reward, which can make Neilikka's Smart Fist more smarter so it becomes the most smartest fist in all of fists. Wow, I don't know what that was, but EX plus 3, expensive. So how good is Neilikka? Well, she's actually one of the strongest units in the game, when going up against a cyborg Pebo. If you don't happen to be fighting one of the 2 species here, then that amazing modifier is cut in half. And if you're fighting neither of those, well, the modifier is sent all the way back to 2016. Of course, she still has ways to boost that modifier, so it's not as bad as it looks. But really, no one's forcing you to hit an enemy with an attack that won't do much damage, as you can always use your Smarty Punch instead. Unfortunately, Smarty Punch's modifier has a few external limits. For one, while her Super Trustmaster reward does an excellent job at boosting its strength, she can't actually equip her Super Trustmaster reward as a robot, meaning those better robot stats can't be boosted with the unit's own Super Trustmaster reward, or vice versa. It's a shame too, given that the robot has much better passives as well. It's also locked to lightning, but, well, practically every Japanese unit's element locked in one way or another. Ultimately, while she's best against machines or stones, her performance is still very respectable even while ignoring her second limit burst. However, most units around that strength have more to offer in terms of support, and with Neilikka being element locked, she's going to have to come up with something intelligent to cement her viability. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you summon Neilikka. It's such a shame that robots are naked except for when they're not. Neilikka really could have used her Super Trustmaster rewarding her robot form to boost her intelligent strength. You know, applying that notice you put up in Dragon Quest would really boost her overall viability.